Hello everyone, welcome back to WarVerse Conflict, and today we are diving into one of the most misunderstood yet strategically powerful stories of modern geopolitics. A story that quietly reshaped American military thinking and forced Washington to recalculate its assumptions across the Middle East. This is the story of how Iran's strategy outsmarted U.S. military calculations and how Iranian deterrence fundamentally changed the way the United States approaches power projection, escalation, and regional dominance. This is not about loud battlefield victories or dramatic invasions, but about patience, layered planning, psychological leverage, and strategic endurance in an era where wars are often won without firing the first shot. When we examine the external framework of Iran's strategy, what stands out immediately is how carefully constructed and adaptable it has been over decades. Unlike conventional military doctrines that rely heavily on overwhelming firepower, rapid deployment, and visible dominance, Iran designed its approach to look restrained on the surface while being deeply complex underneath. From the outside, Iran's military posture appeared outdated to many Western analysts, relying on older aircraft, limited air power reach, and sanction-strangled resources. But this exterior view masked a deliberate design focused on asymmetric balance rather than direct confrontation. Iran invested heavily in missile forces, drone technology, cyber capabilities, and regional influence networks, creating a shell that discouraged direct attack without inviting immediate escalation. This outward appearance functioned as both camouflage and warning, signaling resilience without provoking a full-scale response. Moving deeper inside this strategic architecture reveals the true strength of Iran's approach. Internally, Iran built a multi-layered deterrence system that combined state military assets with non-state actors, ideological influence, economic resilience, and political messaging. This interior structure was never dependent on a single battlefield or a single command center. Instead, it functioned like a distributed network where pressure on one front triggered responses on several others. Iran understood early that the United States preferred clear targets, decisive battles, and measurable victories. By denying all three, Iran forced U.S. planners into a cycle of uncertainty. Any potential strike against Iran carried the risk of regional fallout across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, the Persian Gulf, and beyond. This internal complexity became a strategic maze that U.S. military calculations struggled to simplify. Performance is where Iran's strategy truly demonstrated its effectiveness. Over the years, despite facing crushing economic sanctions, diplomatic isolation, cyber attacks, covert operations, and direct military threats, Iran maintained operational continuity. Its missile tests continued, its regional allies remained active, and its deterrence posture strengthened rather than weakened. The United States, on the other hand, found itself constrained. Carrier strike groups moved into the region but hesitated to engage. Air power dominated the skies but lacked decisive objectives. Even targeted strikes required careful calibration to avoid unintended escalation. Iran's performance was not measured by territory captured or enemies destroyed, but by its ability to limit U.S. freedom of action. In strategic terms, denying an adversary easy options is a powerful form of victory. Safety features are a crucial yet often overlooked element of Iran's deterrence model. Iran invested heavily in survivability rather than dominance. Hardened missile silos, underground facilities, mobile launch platforms, and decentralized command structures ensured that no single strike could neutralize its capabilities. This safety-first approach extended beyond hardware into decision-making doctrine. Iran consistently signaled red lines while avoiding impulsive actions that could justify full-scale war. Even during moments of intense tension, responses were calculated, symbolic, and proportional. This reduced the likelihood of miscalculation while maintaining credibility. For U.S. planners, this meant that escalation ladders became unpredictable, forcing caution at every step. The unique selling points of Iran's strategy lie in how it combined ideology with pragmatism. Unlike purely ideological movements or purely rational state actors, Iran blended both. It used ideological messaging to mobilize support and sustain morale, while applying cold strategic logic to military and political decisions. Another key advantage was time. Iran played the long game, understanding that U.S. political cycles, public opinion and alliance fatigue could be leveraged. While Washington shifted priorities from one crisis to another, Iran maintained strategic consistency. This persistence gradually eroded the effectiveness of U.S. pressure campaigns, transforming short-term tactical wins into long-term strategic stalemates. The price of this strategy, however, was not insignificant. Iran paid heavily in economic hardship, international isolation, and internal pressure. Sanctions strained daily life, limited technological access, and reduced growth. Yet, from a strategic perspective, Iran accepted these costs as manageable compared to the existential threat of military defeat or regime collapse. By internalizing the price early, Iran reduced its vulnerability to coercion. For the United States, the cost-benefit equation became increasingly unfavorable. Military action risked regional war, while economic pressure failed to produce decisive change. Over time, this imbalance shifted strategic momentum. As we approach the conclusion, it becomes clear that Iran did not defeat the United States militarily in a traditional sense. Instead, it reshaped the battlefield entirely. By refusing to fight the war the U.S. expected, Iran forced Washington to adapt, hesitate, and reconsider. Deterrence replaced dominance, caution replaced confidence, and uncertainty replaced clear military planning. This transformation did not happen overnight, nor was it driven by a single event. It was the result of years of calculated restraint, strategic patience, and an unwavering focus on long-term survival. Iran's strategy demonstrated that in modern warfare, power is not only about strength, but about shaping the choices of your adversary. And in doing so, Iran fundamentally changed how the United States calculates military action in the Middle East.